this is Annamarie, one of your Westerville Library youth librarians, so excited to bring you another book retelling. This time we are going to be retelling If You Give a Mouse a Cookie by Laura Numeroff. So, if you give a mouse a cookie, he's probably going to ask you for a glass of milk to go with it. And if he asks you for a glass of milk, he's probably going to ask you for a straw so he doesn't make a mess. But our mouse is still going to be concerned about that mess, even with that straw. So when he's done drinking his milk, he's going to ask you for a napkin to wipe his face. Now, even after wiping his face, he wants to make sure he doesn't have a milk mustache. So he is going to ask you for a mirror. He'll look in that mirror and he'll be fine. He has no milk mustache, but he will notice that his hair needs a little trim. So he will ask you for some scissors. Our mouse will use those scissors and he will get a little bit carried away with his hair. And before he knows it, there are little mouse hairs all over the floor. And our mouse will feel really sad. So he'll ask you for a broom because he's a helpful mouse and he wants to help you clean up. So our mouse will ask you for a broom, but before he really knows what's happening, he'll get a little carried away and suddenly he will be sweeping and he'll be washing all of your floors. And while that is really helpful, it makes our mouse very, very tired. And our mouse tells you he is ready for a nap. So he's going to need you to find him a mouse-sized bed. So you find him a little box, and you find him a blanket, and our mouse curls up inside that box. But then he remembers it's nap time, and before any time our mouse goes to sleep, nap time or bedtime, he wants to hear a story. So he asks you to read him your favorite story. You start to read the book, and the mouse, he really, really wants to see the pictures. But as soon as you show him the pictures, he gets very, very excited because all he wants to do is draw his own pictures. So he asks you to please get some crayons and get some blank paper. And our mouse uses those crayons to draw and draw and draw until he has made quite the landscape. And our mouse is so proud of his picture that he really, really wants to sign it, but he needs to sign it with a pen, like an artist. So he asks you for that pen, and just as you have tracked down that pen, the mouse is missing again. He has run into your kitchen to look at your refrigerator because he really wants to hang his drawing up on your fridge. But to do that, he's going to need some tape. So you find the mouse some tape to put that drawing on the fridge. You get that drawing hung up nice and perfectly in the middle of that door. And the mouse steps back to look at his drawing. But when he does, he realizes that he is staring at your fridge, and all of this hard work has made our mouse very thirsty. So he asks you for a glass of milk. And you know, if a mouse asks you for a glass of milk, he's surely going to want a cookie to go with it.